Yo, what is going on, CoD Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder. Today, we are going to be continuing off of our Top 25 Stat Series, where we take a look at the top 25 strongest free-to-play players in the game. Yes, players that have not spent any money at all. And the way that we determine that is by making sure that you have this Lilia bundle here on the top right-hand corner, where it has been confirmed to me by CoD CS that if anyone does spend money and or if you receive any bundles and or dragon tickets, that this would eliminate that. So every single person on this list has to send me about 6 to 7 screenshots, with that particular screenshot being there as well to indicate or show me that they still have their bundle icon in the top right hand corner. As always, if you enjoy the content, make sure you throw us up because it helps out a lot. So number one is that this data was pulled between the 10th and 12th of November. So it's just a couple days old, but will be recent for this month. Number two is that all the data on the master sheet here gets ported over to the public sheet. If you want to get access to that, you want to save it, favorite it, pin it, put it on your tabs, whatever it may be, you can get access to that sheet by joining the Discord. A link to that in the pinned comment description down below. Once you join the Discord, you will go to Call of Dragons, which is going to be the fourth from the left or right, or the one in the middle. You'll scroll down here to where it says Call of Dragons. If this does not pop out, you'll just click it. You'll then go down here to where it says COD Data Stats, and it's going to be the number one link that you can just click and save as we port over all the data at least, or I should say at the earliest, 24 hours or later once this video is released. Now, keep in mind, one of the new things that we are doing this time around is, and this isn't like data pulled. I have to do all this manually still because to my understanding, there's no way yet that we can pull to see data on who has spent money and who has not spent money. However, if that ever happens at any point, that would actually be super dope to be able to see. However, we did add a column for historical. So I have added historical power now too as well. So we're going to be showing you current and historical. And yeah, this should be a good time. So I'm pretty excited for this one. As always, let's dive right in, I guess. Number 25, we have Prolix, coming in at 41.94 million. Historical is 44.05 million. We can see here growth. So typically growth is what we do is we look at the current power and we take your current power divided by your consecutive login days just to kind of show an average daily, if you will. And so you can see here, right, 90, a little over 90,000 for that. Kills at 3.263 million. Now, if there's no asterisk or note, if there's no like note here or a little black arrow in the top right hand corner, that means that they're all T5 troops. If there are some that are T5, then we'll break that down and show you. Right, 74 million kills from Kingdom 293, playing with 93 SH. You can see here League of Order faction, already VIP 15, and about 22 days away from first T5 unlock. And again, you can see here, right, 463 days. I got some cool stuff to show you too as well in another video. Number 24, we got our boy Lynch coming in at 42 million power. That's the same for historical at the time of grabbed. 107,000 average daily growth, 2.8 million units trained, 65, almost 66 million units killed from Kingdom 253 playing with Beat. League of Order for Faction Choice, VIP 13 at 691,000 honor points. We have 390 consecutive logins and about 47 techs away from first T5. Number 23, we got Matter. 42.8 million, historicals at 43.3. Growth per day averaging around 73,000, 3.17 million units trained. We have kills, and I also take screenshots from hospitals. So like, again, some of these could be combined of units currently available and or hospital units that are just waiting to be healed, because I really want to make sure I give you guys a total number so you can see for yourself, like, this is how many. And keep in mind, these are only T4 and T5 units that I'm counting. So for any of these people that might have T1, T2, T3, we're only counting T4 and above. And if they only have T4, that's the number you're going to see without that little note indicator. And then with T5, you'll see the note indicator. So just if you're trying to get an idea on, well, how long have these people been playing for? How many troops do they have trained? I'll also kind of give a big important asterisk note at the end for that as well. So we have 37 million kills from Kingdom 45 playing with Squiggly Beep Beat. We got League of Order for Faction Choice, VIP 12, 405,000 honor points, 586 days logged in, 10 techs away from first T5 for Matter. We get to number 22. Here we got Dragon Clique. or click, if that's right. 46.1 million, same for historical. Average daily growth around 78,000. We got 3.3 million units trained, around 16 mil kills. Kingdom 73 playing with SVR. Wilderberg for faction of choice, VIP 9, 131,000 hit points. Honor points, and 586 consecutive login days. And then we got 25 techs away from first T5. Number 21, we got Lord Oxygen. 47 million for current, 49.2 for historical. Growth is around 105,000 per day. We got 3 mil units, 64 mil kills. Kingdom 17 playing with ED. We got League of Order for faction choice, VIP 13, 562,000 for honor points, 565 consecutive logins, and 26 techs away from first T5. Number 20, we got Quack Wolfie. 47 mil for current, 54 mil for historical, around 83,000 daily growth, 2 million units trained, 35 million units killed. Kingdom 17 playing with ED, second ED rep. League of Order faction choice, VIP 12, 471,000 honor points, 570 days logged in, and 6 techs away from first T5. So getting close there, Quacky. Number 19, Oski. 48 mil current, 56 mil for historical. Growth at around 83,000 per day. We got 2.2 million units trained, 94 million units killed. Kingdom 90 playing with 90th for the Alliance. Wilderberg is faction of choice. VIP 14, 864,000 honor points. They're getting really close. They're to a mil. 582 consecutive logins and 5 techs away from first T5. Number 18, we got Arrow. Oh, I just realized I forgot to add in the consecutive months. We've already started. I will be sure to add it, though, once I do port the data over. I do apologize about that. 49 million for current power. Historical 56 mil. Growth is 95,000 units. 3.18 million trained. Kills 76 mil. Kingdom 183 playing with GLR. Wilderberg for faction of choice. VIP 13. Honor points 582,000. 514 consecutive logins. 70 techs away from first T5. All right, number 17. Wood and Hood. Love saying that name. 49 million for current power, 51.4 for historical, growth 86,000 per day, 2.6 million units trained, kills 94.25 mil. Kingdom 45 playing with Squiggly BB. That's the second player from an alliance, and we have 2 so far, 2 alliances with 2 or more players on the list. League of Order faction choice, VIP 12, honor points 382,000, 573 consecutive logins, 19 techs away from first T5. Number 16, we got Camo. 50 mil, 50.48 million, that's current and historical. Average growth looking at around 104,000 per day, 3.97 million units trained, 68 million units killed. Kingdom 47 playing with -FU. League of Order faction choice, VIP is 12, 430,000 honor points, 644 consecutive logins, 23 techs away from first T5. Number 15, Psycho's Fanboy. 50 mil for current power, 54 mil for historical, around 100K for average daily growth, 2.66 million units trained. We got 138,000 units killed. I think the most units killed so far that we've seen. Kingdom 187 playing with Sun ! League of Order faction choice. VIP is 14, 812,000 honor points, 506 consecutive logins, and 6 techs away from first T5. Number 14, we got Bing Bong. 51.23 million, pretty much around that for historical, 102,000 average daily growth rate, 3.7 million units trained, 69 million units killed, playing with Kingdom 171 and ASC Squiggly. Wilderberg's faction choice, VIP is 12, 486,000 for honor points, 501 consecutive logins, and 21 techs away from T5. First, number 13, Dr. Schaff, 51 mil for current, 55 mil for historical, 103,000 average daily growth, 2.8 million units trained, 89 million units killed, playing in Kingdom 19 with EXP, League of Orders faction choice. VIP is 13, honor points 617,000, 502 consecutive logins, and 5 techs away from first T5. Number 12, Night Killer, 52.9 million for current and historical, 89,000 average daily growth, 4.6 million units trained, 113 million units killed. Kingdom 27 playing with Laws, League of Order faction choice. VIP is 13, 675,000 for honor points, 592 consecutive logins, and about 58 techs away from first T5. Okay, number 11, Fant, 53.08 million for current and historical, around 100K daily growth rate, 4 million units trained, 54 million units killed, playing with Kingdom 119 in L squiggly IS. We got League of Order for Faction Choice VIP 13, 583,000 honor points, 532 consecutive logins, and 20 techs away from first T5. Number 10, as we break into the top 10, we got Strawberry TZ, which for them, 56 million, or almost 57 million power, 60 mil historical, 99,000 for average growth rate daily, 3.6 million units killed, 3.6 million units trained, 224 million units killed. That's the most units killed so far from our top 25. Kingdom 11 playing with EX hyphen. I think this is Exile. League of Order Faction Choice VIP is 13, 694,000 for honor points, 575 consecutive logins, and 17 techs away from first T5. Number 9, First Avenger, 58.6 million current, 59.6 for historical, 119,000 for average daily growth, 3.87 million units trained, 64 million units killed, 182 for Kingdom, Squiggly HP for the Alliance, League of Order Faction Choice, VIP is 14, 759,000 honor points, 491 consecutive logins, and only one tech away from first T5 for the First Avenger. Number 8, Leputzer, 58.7 mil for current and historical, 102,000 for average daily growth, 4.3 million units trained, 40 million units killed, Kingdom 117 playing with SHPS. League of Orders Faction Choice, VIP is 13, 721,000 for honor points, 575 consecutive logins, 17 techs away from first T5. Then we get to Snowman. There is an asterisk here, and I'm going to mention that. Snowman here, 59 million for current, 73.5 for historical, so big jump, 101,000 for average daily growth, 4.8 million units trained, 144 million units killed in Kingdom 60 with Echo. League of Order Faction Choice already at VIP 15, 590 days logged in. Now, the thing with Snowman, for those of you that remember, is that Snowman had that situation with Noir where he was removed. He ended up having to buy 2 bundles, which he sent me screenshots for on purchase history for migration. So again, I'm debating if I will include Snowman in the top 25 going forward, or we'll just give maybe him an honorable mention. But I just wanted to make that distinction because there was nothing else bought outside of the necessary bundles. And so I will also make exceptions for anyone who does purchase a migration bundle that is and could be on the top 25, or, you know, again, as I said, an honorable mention. But they have to be able to show me screenshots showing that those are the only things that were either purchased and or gifted to them, as the only exception that I probably would ever make, because again, that's just for you to move. Then we get to the next one. So Snowman actually has T5. So he's got 774,000 T5, 3.5 million T4. When we look at here, Snowman's actually on his 3rd T5. He's 2 techs away from unlocking Cav. I believe he already has mages and archers unlocked. And we'll show a little bit more of that too as well in another video. Number 6, we got Aniol. Am I doing this right? I am. Good. Okay. I was like, man, I'm already at number 6. Aniol. Current is 60.05 million, same for historical, 92,000 for average daily growth, 4.4 million units trained, 320 million units killed. So Aniol has the most units killed so far out of any free-to-play thus far that we know of. Kingdom 22, VP 22. Then we have Spring Warden's Faction Choice. VIP is 12, 435,000 for honor points, 647 consecutive logins, and 20 techs away from first T5. Number 5, we got Mars. 68.86 million for current and historical power. Growth is around 90,000 per day. 5.6 million units trained. 268 million units killed. Playing in Kingdom 3 with RK-. I think that's Ragnarok. League of Order for Faction of Choice. VIP 13, 585,000 honor points. 760 consecutive logins. First T5 is unlocking now, and will be unlocked on November 30th unless any speed-ups are used. So just wanted to make that indication there. Once Mars does, of course, hopefully he'll let me know so that way I can add it to our free-to-play world records sheet. Number 4, Klaus. A 69.68 million power for current, and that's very close to historical. Growth is around 117,000 per day. 4.8 million units trained. Now, there is 480,000 T5 and 4.4 million T4, just to show you the breakdown. We're looking at 98 million units killed, playing in Kingdom 49 with NTS, Natis _S, I think. That's League of Order for Faction Choice, VIP 14, 857,000 honor points, 592 consecutive logins, and second T5 is researching now. I believe first was mages for Klaus, second is going archers, and ETA is December 8th right now for when the archers is going to be unlocked. So we're looking at what, like 26, 24 days, give or take. Number 3, we got Just Kill Him. Ayo, that's our boy Doremi. Current power is 70 million, historical 71.6. Average growth, 122,000 per day, 4.7 million units trained. The breakdown is for T5, a mil, and T4 is about 3.4 million. Then we look at kills. We got 106 million kills. Kingdom 110 playing with ROG. I think that's Ronin Guard. League of Order Faction Choice VIPs 15 already at a mil for honor points. 576 consecutive logins. And note here is that we have second, which is second T5 being unlocked for Doremi, which is going to be Cav, I believe. Mages have already been unlocked for first T5. That was. Let's get to number 2. Captain Snowball. Ayo. We got 81.6 mil, pretty much for historical as well, but that's current power. 98,000 for average daily growth. Units trained, 5.38. We have, I think, where's my, and then, yeah, okay, good. Okay, just gotta make sure I have all these down. 98,000 for units. I know, a little quick peek there. But we got for T5, 1.3 million, T4, 4 million trained. Then we got kills, 189 million. Kingdom 30 playing with Hyphen and a Hyphen. I think that's Nova Avengers. We got Spring Waters Faction Choice, VIP 14, 912,000 for honor points, 826 consecutive logins. And then we have T5 here. We got third T5 is 18 days away. He's going infantry. I think Snowball has mages and archers already unlocked. So we'll see third in 18 days. That's estimated for November 30th. Then we get to the number 1 strongest free-to-play player at the moment, which is Ragnar. Coming in at 83 mil for current, and then the same for historical. Now, growth. Now, I think someone has more historical than that. Where was it? I can't remember if it was... might have been a little bit too far. Possibly. I think it was 81. Might have been 81 mil. So I think Ragnar is strongest at the moment, at least off current. But we have growth is around 140,000 per day. Units trained is 4.29 million. Breakdown for that is he has 2 million T5, and I think he has the most T5 trained out of any free-to-play, and then he has about 2.3 million T4. Kills 357 million, so I think he's either strongest or second strongest. I think someone was 360, if that's right. I'm short-term memory loss is probably kicking in hard for me. Kingdom 60 playing with Echo. So Ragnar's there with Snowman. And then we have Spring Water for Faction of Choice, VIP 15, a million honor points, 591 consecutive logins. And Ragnar already has a couple T5 trained as well. That's pretty much all that says. I'll be doing another video on this as well, kind of making a really big announcement. But yeah, that rounds out our top 25 for what we have for you guys so far. This is I think pretty awesome because let me be very clear here. If you are someone who's free to play, and I know I should be saying these things in the beginning and not the end, but if you are someone who's free to play and you're over, I think I'm going with like around 25 mil or so, 25, maybe 30 mil. Once you get there, or if you're over that and you do want to get access to our private free to play group chat that I have or channel that I have on my Discord, where we have everyone that's here, everyone who's on this top 25 list and more. I think there's about 35 or 40 people there that are like top free-to-play players. And the chat's pretty active. Like they talk a lot about just tips, tricks, getting advice, sharing accomplishments. Like I'm really happy to see the amount of engagement that the channel gets, and that I was just lucky and fortunate enough to kind of be that liaison and coordinator to get those people together. But if you're someone who could be on this list, or you're someone who's around 25, 30 mil for free to play, just feel free to let me know. I'm happy to add you to the list. Maybe even if you're over 20 mil, give or take, but 25 to 30 is probably recommended at this point. And yeah, I'll get you some access. Just shoot me a DM on Discord. The last thing I do want to mention is that keep in mind, and this probably goes without saying, and once again, I probably should have said this in the beginning. However, most of the players, if not maybe every player here, is in a mid to high spending alliance, right? Now, maybe you could say some of the players here have not been in a mid to high spending alliance for the entire time that they've been playing the game, but the majority of players here have been in mid to high spending alliances. And usually if you're making this list, it's probably because you've also benefited in whatever capacity and amount from chests and purchases that have been made in the alliance. That, of course, goes without saying. Now, when I think about this, one of the things that I would love to be able to do is to kind of see some free-to-play players who maybe have not been in maybe like low spending or maybe have been in low spending alliances and not in kind of mid or high spending alliances. But I mean, given the way that, you know, a lot of free-to-play players for I should say the way that most alliances work is there's just a high percentage chance that you'll probably at least have one person that spends on average. And so, you know, it would be difficult because you would have to basically track like the total amount of purchases in every alliance that you've been in order for us to get like a true kind of a la carte raw progression of your account's development as a free-to-play, to where you've either got no purchases and everyone in there's free to play, which is probably unlikely that you're going to have absolutely zero, especially if you're one of the top alliances in a kingdom. I should state that as well for the obvious. But anyways, those are just some random thoughts that I have. With that in mind, would love to know your thoughts on this one. Again, I'm really happy to come back and do the top free to play list. This has been something I've been wanting to come back to for a while. So whether or not we do it monthly or every other month, it will be consistent going forward now that especially we got the bot up and running, and so we're able to do a lot more data stuff, so I can save a lot of time and be able to get to things that I really love getting to, like the top free-to-play list and giving some love and shout-outs to the free-to-play players. That is it for me. As always, until next time, we'll catch you later.